The next world would have to take care of itself. Yeah.
Paz, a fair answer. Rofus, maybe you only balance the forces that work to quicken the end of this world. Even we who ride the currents of time cannot see past time's end. Wulsetid los trahodis. Those who try to hasten the end may delay it. Those who work to delay the end may bring it closer. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus. Now I will answer your question.
All right.
Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monavin, what you name throat of the world?
I didn't name it that, first of all. Second, you're lizards, you're cold blood. That doesn't match the environment, so you're probably here against your will or thinking that's probably the only place you can meditate. From all the humans running around and waging war on this little world that I'm trying to save, so... those are the only three options? My god, this is pathetic. I almost feel bad at putting more thought into it.
True, but few now remember that this was the very spot where Alduin was defeated by the ancient tongues. Varucht Unslad. Perhaps none but me now remember how he was defeated.
There's a wall. And, oh man, that conversation, just the way that the words are laid out, makes my guy so very, very, very dumb. And Dragon Wrench shout, I guess.
Yes and no. Viknus Nikaron. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time.
Okay. What's that? Oh man, that would be badass if that happened. We got time travel in a fantasy world. Not that it hasn't happened before, but man, Nords, way to go.
Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Meye. I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day, he would surface.
Did you say any of that to the other guys?
Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when.
And what good did that serve? You didn't stop him. It's like, I'm just gonna stand here and, yep, he's back. Oh well. Hey, who are you? What do you want? Oh, you want to learn a shout? He's right over there. Oh my god. I'm here asking what an Elder... I guess in character, maybe I wouldn't know what it is. Considering this is the 5th game, you would think that they would have more knowledgeable answers.
How to explain in your tongue? The Dove have words for such things that Jor do not. It
Paper.
is an artifact from outside time. It does not exist, but it has always existed. Rahwatlan. They are fragments of creation. The Kele, Elder Scrolls as you name them, they have often been used for prophecy. Yes, your prophecy comes from an Elder Scroll. But this is only a small part of their power. Zofa Suryek.
Elder Scrolls are also used as giant server-wide buffs for your faction in PvP, so I've seen them all the time. Oh, are you kidding? I have to ask him why that would help me?
Tid Krent. Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it.
Yeah, we have to go to Cyrodiil and fight off the, the Daggerfall Covenant and the Dominion. Actually, no, because that happens before... That's a prequel. Huh. You know where I can find an Elder Scroll? Ooh. Probably not, but...
Croesus, no. I know little of what has passed below in the long years I have lived here. You are likely better informed than I.
How can I'm assuming my character does not know anything about the Elder Scrolls, know more than you, since you told me of their existence, and you've been on the lookout for a dragon, which you have still not done anything about, by the way. Oh god, I have to talk to the old guys again? Alright. They might have a clue.
Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way.
Okay. Yeah, what do I do once I find it? Do we, like, not read it?
Return it here to the Tid Ahran. Then... Kele Vomindok. Nothing is certain with such things. But I believe the scroll's bond with the Tid Ahran will allow you a seeing, a vision of the moment of its creation. Then you will feel, know Dragonrend in the power of its first expression. You will see them, Wuthfadon, my friends, Haken, Gormlaith, Feldir.
So, find Elder Scrolls, ask the old guy to know where it is. Probably does not want me to find them, but whatever. Let's assume that he now will want me to find them. Come back here. Assume that I'm gonna go with Crazy Visions. Then again, that's what the Elder Scrolls do. And I'm gonna see 3 dragons. Alright, who are they?
The first mortals that I taught the Thum. The first tongues, the leaders of the rebellion against Alduin. They were mighty in their day, even to attempt to defeat Alduin. Sahrot Yun. The Nords have had many heroes since, but none greater.
Yeah, let's ask the obvious question. What does Rancho actually do? It wounds the other guy. It summons a giant spike from the ground and stabs the dude. Who cares? I'm just coming here to train. I guess I've done my talk, so I might as well just chit-chat with the guy, you know, for old time's sakes. And apparently Dragon Talk is super slow because it's been days, right, since we've been talking. Because the lighting is nowhere near the same as it once was. Then again, it might have, because we stopped to learn the dragon tongue, so maybe like the fire breath thing. So maybe now time is paused. I don't know. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. All right, so you trained the other guys, or so what?
I have taught the way of the voice for centuries, and the Thum since long before that. But no, Dovahkiin. Others do not come here to train anymore.
They can't even get here.
Saran, you are the first in over 100 years. I meditate on the Rotmulag, the words of power. I counsel in their use. It is enough for me.
He's saying, I don't have enough people to train because, well, people don't come here often anymore. He sounds bored. I mean, for a guy who's just on the lookout, I'm assuming that he's bored. Greybeards are like, oh no, you can't talk to him. I mean, he's all mysterious and stuff. Hardly anyone ever goes up there. And of course, they don't teach anyone to go up there or find the ways to get up here because I still had trouble reaching the place. So, that's confusing. You meditate on the words. Just sit and breathe and close your eyes.
Knowing a word of power is to take its meaning into yourself. Contemplate the meaning of a Rotmulag. You will become closer to that word as it fills your inner self. Will I teach you, Dovahkiin? What word calls you to deeper understanding? There are 3 to master. Fus, Faim, and Yol.
Hey, yo! Yeah, teach me yo!
In your tongue, the word simply means fire. It is change given form, power at its most primal. That is the true meaning of Yol. Solyek, power. You have it, as do all Dove. But power is inert without action and choice. Think of this as the fire builds in your sum, in your breath. Sum Ark Mora. What will you burn? What will you spare?
I'll burn the snow around me right now. It's kind of interesting to know that the dragon tongue, like, they have a meaning, and that's pretty much it. There's no context that might change meanings. You know, if you put Yol before Fus, like, what happens? Fire push! I'm not pushing fire, because that's the other way. That's Fus fire, or Fus Yol. I don't know. I wish to meditate on the word of power. Do I want to meditate in the freezing cold? I don't know. Let's try it.
Which calls to you, Dovahkiin? Fus, Faim, or Yol?
Oh, I guess I already have Yol? Faim.
Fade in your tongue. Mortals have greater affinity for this word than the Dove. Everything mortal fades away in time, but the spirit remains. Ponder the meaning of spirit. Unslad Zi. Where mortal flesh may wither and die, the spirit endures. That is fine. Let that meaning fill you. Sum Ark Mora. You will find that your spirit will give you more strength.
I love the fact that he's treating me like a little kid who doesn't know how to speak a language, and I probably don't know all this, the intricacies of Dragon Tongue, but it's like, yeah, we have a giant library of words, but we're gonna just meditate on 3. Let's start with 3, So, alright, let's talk about what we should actually do.
I cannot tell you
What
in
Dragon Ren does?
detail. I never heard it used. Kogan. It was the first Thum created solely by mortals. It was said to force a dragon to experience the concept of mortality. A truly von Mindoran.
Oh my god.
Incomprehensible idea to the immortal Dove.
That's brilliant. The entire purpose of the show is just to mind blown the dragon to confusion. It's like, oh, whoa. Alright, I guess I have to ask about the Elder Scrolls. But yeah, that was hilarious. I did not expect that as an answer. Alright.
Vomendok, I do not know. Perhaps in the very doing, they erased the knowing of it from time itself. The Dove are children of Akatosh. Thus, we are specially attuned to the flow of time. Perhaps also uniquely vulnerable. I warned them against such a rash action. Even I could not foresee its consequences. Nust Lihon. They would not listen.
Alright, if he says yes to that question, how did he not hear Dragon Ren? Were you there?
Yes. There were a few of us that rebelled against Alduin's Thur, his tyranny. We aided the humans in his overthrow. But they did not trust us. Ni Ov. Their inner counsels were kept hidden from us. I was far from here on the day of Alduin's downfall, but all Dove felt the sundering of time itself.
Alright, I guess I've exhausted the dialogue. I thought there was another thing that would just let go script-wise, so I'm just gonna exit.
Rit Drem Yolok, greetings.
Alright. Okay.
Sum Ark Mora.
Oh, okay, you're going? Alright. Oh, guess not. You're just gonna perch there. Like a bird. Alright.